Hello, my friends. Well, let's get real for a moment. When was the last time you had real conversations? By that, I mean real conversations. In the end, two things can happen. One, everyone involved in the conversation will feel more connected to who they are. And two, they find a new sense of respect and understanding with everyone involved in the conversation. So a real conversation for me, two things happen here. And I mean, like last week, wow, I had a real conversation around the topic of stress with three other friends. And by the end of the conversation, I walked away feeling light, inspired, and supported. And so today's topic, stress and how not to get buried by it, is inspired by them, my three friends. So, according to science, our body reacts to stress by releasing hormones. These hormones make your brain more alert, cause your muscles to tense, and increase your heartbeat. In the short term, these reactions are good because they can help you handle stressful situations. This is your body's way of protecting itself. It's good. Now, but if this continues over the long term, your body stays alert even though there is no danger. Okay, now imagine your body and your brain stays in fight or flight mode 24/7, every day, all the time. Over time, this creates health problems like heart diseases, diabetes, obesity, depression, skin problem, so on and so forth. There are a lot more, but today I'm going to highlight three common ways that stress can show up in your life and affect your lifestyle. Okay? And these are true stories based on real conversations. I get really excited about it because instead of just reading up on other people's stories, I get real stories, true stories. So, friend number one here. Let's talk about this friend. Friend number one uses food to compensate for the lack of energy and as a reward after a hard day's work. Here I'm talking about French fries and chips and different kind of snacks and desserts. Yeah, food that is rich in starch, oil, salt, sugar, spices, spiciness. Yummy, 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 yummy. And here research says that stress can cause weight loss or weight gain. Can you relate to friend number one? Now, friend number two loses sleep due to an overstimulated mind and heightened nervous system. This happens whenever there is a deadline approaching or demand to complete a huge amount of work. Here, research says that stress can cause trouble sleeping or sleeping too much. Can you relate to friend number two? And let me give you the third example here. Friend number three turns to exercise to recharge and release tension in the body. So research says that stress can cause sudden bursts of energy and focus, or the opposite, just constant fatigue to the point where you have no energy and lack focus. Okay, this is where I say willpower cannot fight hormones, no matter how hard you try. So which friend can you relate to? Friend number one, two, or three? As for me, because I want to make it personal and relevant to you, I relate to all of the above. Food, sleep, and exercise. I know that I am under stress when I'm just chucking down food down my throat. Ew, not very sexy, but it happens. Or I'm not getting enough sleep, therefore I'm not able to function properly the next day, or I don't want or feel lazy to move my body. Okay, so no exercise. Can you relate to my stress-related stories? Yeah, if yes, just drop me a message saying which one you relate to, or just all three. So my friends, we are in this together. right? Every session I come on, I'm always here to help you handle these situations that arises. So this week, I'm going to help you kick stress in the boot. Yeah, so let's kick stress in the boot together. So here's something that you can do, and I have done. It kind of works, so I'm going to share this with you. When this video ends, grab a pen and paper and write down 2 things. And if you have the habit of journaling, which I highly recommend, then write this in your journal. First thing, you can write down, how does stress show up for me? And the second thing is, you can write down, imagine 3 actions that you can take to immediately create small wins. Okay, now I want to again make it personal. So I mentioned earlier that one of them for me is food. For me, how do I, what are the actions I can take to immediately create small wins for me in my lifestyle? So the first thing I change about the way I eat is I start looking at what I am eating. These might sound like, duh, it's obvious to me, right? But how many times have you watched a movie, a video, read a message, read a book, or just do something else entirely apart from focusing on what you're eating? So I'm guilty of that. For me, this means remove distractions while I'm eating, because when I realize when my mind and my eyes are busy in consumption mode, I tend to eat more. So they're all kind of like related up here. So that's my personal discovery. If you have something else, let me know. So that's one thing. The other 2 things I will share in my, let's see, because I like to keep this live video short so that I can keep you engaged and keep things moving. So the next one, sleep and exercise, I will share in the comments and see if you can relate to them as well. And these actions that I'm suggesting, okay, they should be simple and they should not require a ton of planning. Because if it takes a lot of effort, you would have given up before you even begin, which is true for me. So I make it very simple. For example, food, look at what I'm eating, right? So you can do the same. Try it if you haven't done it. Or if it's in your practice anyway, it's like what you do naturally. Also let me know so that I feel inspired to do it the way you do it. Okay, so there is a lot to unpack here. To end the session today, I'd like to offer a heart centering practice. Okay, so this is something that I've not done on a live sharing before, but I thought, hey, why not? Let's just see if it works. The sun is setting on my right side here, and I thought it's a perfect time to do a heart centering practice. So if you just place your hands in front of your heart space like this, and then you take a deep breath. And then you say to yourself, I am safe, I am enough, and I love you. I'm safe, I'm enough, I love you. I'm safe, I'm enough, I love you. I'm safe, I'm enough, I love you. And you say it as many times as you need in order to feel a sense of settling down, reassurance, a sense of tuning in, coming home, or a sense of calmness, confidence, and just relaxation. So this is what I do each time I feel like I hit a brick wall, or I feel a sense of my stress level rising, because it comes out in the way I eat, the way my quality of sleep is disturbed, and the way I move or not want to move. I catch myself right at the beginning or in the midst of it, right? So I'm like, oh wow, what am I doing this? And then I come back to this heart centering practice. And then pay attention to the sensations in your body when you're doing this exercise. Yeah? Well, my friends, if you got something out of this sharing, please share this video by all means, and also tell me what sensations came up for you. Type it in the comment section so we can have some chitty chatty going. My goal here is to encourage you, empower you, and to celebrate you. My name is Sasa, and you're watching Feel Good Friday sessions, where you get tips and tools to love yourself a little bit more every day. Well, my friends, till next Friday, let's kick stress in the boot together. Here's a high five for you to start your weekend.